Hope that you are doing well. Doing some morning coffee, but at night, I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit here today. It was just such a busy day with coaching. I did not have an opportunity to join you guys this morning, so I hope that you're doing well wherever you are in the world. If you're on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or wherever you are, hello. Hope that you're having an amazing day. I like to take this time and just hang out with you, connect, see what's going on in the world. If you're watching right now, where are you at? What's going on in your world? What's happening today? In the comments, type something good that happened today in your life. Rhea, hello from Canada. What is up, Canada? We are international. That's the coolest thing about, I think, social media is that we can be in connection with each other no matter where we are in the world. It's really beautiful. Paris, what's up? Hi, my friend. How are you? Kate, what is up? I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. I was thinking about something today, and many of you guys know we're getting ready to head into the July coaching sessions over at hilltraumacoach.com. We just wrapped up May, and we're in the middle of June, and it's incredible. I built out this super in-depth program to help people start the process of healing trauma and go through and learn the baseline fundamentals of what it takes to really start this journey of like becoming a story. We got another folks from Canada. Dana, push through some fear. I love it. I love it. We have to push through fear. We have to put ourselves in a position of challenging ourselves to grow, to heal, to change, to ultimately work through becoming who we want to be. So much of life is in fear. If you think about it, I was talking to a client today about this actually. There's nothing in life that isn't scary. Everything that we do has some type of element of fear into it, right? The first time you ride a bike, the first time you drive, the first time you ask that cute boy or girl out on a date, like there's fear in everything that we do. But the only way to bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be in life is you have to face your fear. You have to be willing to push through it and say, you know what, I am going to challenge myself here. And so as long as you're challenging yourself, fear can never take you over. So fear is this really interesting tool. I think about it all the time. It can either consume you, right? Which for many of us it does. Or the other side of it, which I think is even more fascinating, you can leverage fear. You can leverage fear to create power in your life. And I know that sounds a little convoluted, but when you take ownership over fear, when you look at it, you say, you know what, I'm going to acknowledge that I'm scared and I'm going to move through it anyway. Life becomes really beautiful because we all have fear. I don't know anyone who doesn't. And I think anyone who says they don't get scared is probably a liar, or they're totally missing the mark on life, because there's fear in everything that we do. Like there's fear in going live on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, right? There's fear in just having a conversation that's hard with someone you need to have a conversation with. There's fear in everything that we do in every element of our life, but we can't let that stop us. We can't let fear be the thing that gets in the way from us being successful or not. But we can use it and we can leverage it. And I was thinking about, someone asked me a question a few days ago, and they said, how do you become you? Meaning, how do you become like Michael? They were asking me literally, like, how did I become myself? Rhea, challenging myself to trust myself. Like, yeah, I get that. There's so much fear in that for so many of us. But, maybe what we'll talk about right now will bring you a little bit of value if you hang out with me for a minute. Here's what I've come to discover. When I was prompted with this question, I really went back and I thought about it for a while. Like, how did I become me? And effectively, I thought about it. How do I create, or how do you even create yourself? How do you make yourself, right, come to life? And I was thinking about this at length. And I realized it's 4 things, and I call it the 4 Ds. These 4 things: discipline, determination, dedication, and domination. Okay, you have to have discipline in your life. You have to get up when you say you're going to get up, do the things you say you're going to do, show up for yourself in the way that you say you're going to show up. You have to be determined. You guys know this, especially if you're coming from a traumatic background and you're trying to create change in your life. Determination and resiliency is a key, because without those things, like without resiliency, I just don't know how you go to what's next, because you're going to be faced with challenges every single day. And then determination, right? That's such a part of it, right? You have to be determined. You have to be determined. The dedication part, the discipline part, the determination part, like I think those are kind of self-explanatory. But the domination aspect of this is that you have to think about life as dominating your own life. Can you be the leader of your own life? And I think a lot of people struggle with this idea of being the leader of their own life, because we're always told you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not capable enough. And I argue that all the time. I don't think it's true at all. I think we are all capable of doing incredible things. But that starts with ownership. It starts with taking control of your life and saying, I'm going to dominate every aspect. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm going to put myself in a position to be successful. And so the question you have to ask yourself is, are you putting yourself in a position to be successful? And if you're not, then go and measure it. Like, what's going on? Why am I not showing up? Why am I not living into my power? Why am I not doing the things that I say I'm going to do? Why am I not, loving myself, being kind and compassionate? Why am I not journaling? Why am I not drinking the water or going to the gym or whatever that thing may be? And the only way that you get into the place of creating what's next in your life is you really have to get clarity. Like, what do you want? Why are you doing this? Why are you showing up? Why bother? Why put in the effort? Why put in the energy? Why put in the work? Because as you know, especially if you're challenging yourself, right? Which I love this. I love this idea of challenging the narrative of who you are. When you're doing that and you're putting yourself in this position of learning, you're going to have to be clear about, why are you doing this? Like, why are you going through? Because there's days, and I have those days too, and I don't ever want to be misleading. Like, I don't have hard days. There's going to be days in your life where you're just like, I don't want to do this. Well, that's where these 4 Ds come in: discipline, dedication, determination, and domination. Because when you assess what you're capable of doing through that scope, the world actually opens up in this really fascinating way. And so what I mean by that is, when you get super clear and then you dedicate your life with discipline and with determination and dominate it in every aspect that you can in a positive way. I don't think domination, and even though it can be this really strong word, I don't think that's a bad word to use when it comes to taking control over your life. Because at some aspect and at some point, you're going to have to take control. You're going to have to be the leader of your own life. And the question I always ask myself is, can I be the leader of my life? And if the answer is no, then you really have to go back to the drawing board and see what is in the way, what is keeping you stuck, what is keeping you from going where you want to go. And if the answer is yes, good, then do it more, then scale it, then grow it, then keep going into it, then keep doing it again and again and again and again. And sometimes we just don't even have the tools at baseline to start this process. Sometimes we're like going through this healing journey. We're trying to learn or discover who we are, love ourselves, and we don't even have the fundamentals down, right? That's why I created healtraumacoach.com. That's why I created this 6-week in-depth coaching program with me, because I recognized something about my journey. And that was when I was stuck, when I was like for real stuck. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the tools that I needed. No one ever told me. I had to learn so many of these things the hard way. And so I created healtraumacoach.com, this 6-week community coaching program to help shortcut, like really to help shortcut effectively all of the trials, tribulation, the pain, the suffering, and all the unbelievable amount of money that I spent on investing and learning and understanding the baseline of trauma, so that you don't have to, right? I think about this all the time. Like, I have a coach, and in my coaching with this, actually I have multiple coaches, but in the moments and the times that I'm with these people, I'm with them because they have what I need. And you have to ask yourself while you're in this journey, like, what do I need? What do I need in my life? What do I need to have to go to the next level? What do I need to even maybe just to have baseline? What if to look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of myself. I love myself. I care about myself. I'm willing to show up for myself. And a lot of it is support, There's so many people in the world who do not have any support. And you have to go and build it, especially as trauma survivors, right? We have to build up our support system. We have to build our network. We have to build our community. And in the healtraumacoach.com, when I made this, when I created this in-depth 6-week program, a huge part of it is community, is putting us together, not only me as your coach, but within small accountability groups to have support, to have a system of support, to have to encourage you and cheer you on and say, hey, how was your day? Because, and I don't know, some of you guys may agree with this, a huge part of this journey can be exceptionally lonely, right? A huge part of it can be like, man, I just don't feel like anybody sees me. I don't feel like anybody understands what I'm going through. Just comment. And you don't have to. I would love to see, but I'm going to challenge you. If you've ever felt alone in this healing journey, just comment yes. Just comment yes, because I think Victoria says, I love the idea of community. Yeah, it's so important. We have to have community, because if we don't have community, then that concept of we are alone is there. And I say this all the time, like, you are not alone. And so when I built this program out, it was about creating a framework of support. In May, we had 60 people in that program in May. We got 50 people in that program in June. We're getting close to launching it in July. Imagine how different your life would be if you had a small group of people. You know, when I put small groups of people together, 10, 12 people, imagine how different your life would be if you could come into connection with people who had your back, who loved you, who supported you, who wanted to see you grow. And yet in Western society especially, you know, we're told, go figure it out on your own. Go do it on your own. No one great, for real, no one great has ever done anything alone. You can't name them. They don't exist. I don't know who they would be. No one has ever done anything great alone. And we think about this idea that somehow we got to go about it just by ourselves, but that's not true. And here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put this here in the bio or in the comment. So if you want to learn more information, you can go here and check it out. It's healtraumacoach.com. And we're going to start the next session in July. And so not only it's about community, it's about connection, right? Can we connect? Can we connect with people who are like-minded, who are growth-minded, who want us to grow, who want us to have support, who want to see us go to the next level? And then the third part is commitment, right? So I gave you the 4 Ds and I'm giving you the 4 Cs. And commitment is twofold. One, it's the commitment that I made to myself that everyone who shows up in this group is going to get treated just like one of my one-on-one coaching clients. And you can actually reach out to me directly as we go through this whole process every single day, and I'm there for you. And the other side, the commitment is, are you going to show up for yourself? And that doesn't only apply like if you join the coaching program, like that's whatever, that's fine. But the commitment is, are you going to put yourself in a position to learn, to grow, to change, to heal, to show up in life every single day? Can you commit to your future? Can you commit to the future that you want to have? And if not, ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? Because the truth is, and this is something I want you to hear, and I know that more people will watch this later tonight. This is something I need you to hear. You have the power and the ability to do anything that you want to do in your life, but it all starts up here. Because what you think becomes what you speak, and what you speak becomes your actions, and your actions become your reality. Your actions become your reality. Victoria says, checking it out, community connection, growth, and healing would be a dream come true. Go watch the testimonials, Victoria. Go watch the testimonials on that website. Those are real people who have gone through this process. Those are real people. And they're brave people too, because I asked them, I said, if you do this, will you make a testimonial? Because your voice might be the voice somebody needs to start this journey. Because I can't do this by myself. I can't. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, it's selfish. Every person that comes in this program, it's selfish for me, because my goal is to end generational trauma. My goal is to effectively make me obsolete. And that means that we've done healing at such an amazing and expansive way that it doesn't make sense to even talk about it anymore. Like, that's my goal. That's what drives me. That what gets me up at 6 o'clock in the morning and keeps me working till 10 and working on Saturdays and Sunday and speaking on stages and traveling the world and having this very hard conversation, because I don't want another person on planet Earth to go through what I had to go through. And so I'll be honest with you, it is a little bit selfish because that is my goal. But every single person that comes into this program, I'm telling you, your life will be different. I'm not guaranteeing you that suddenly, like a Disney moment, everything will be better, because there's always going to be more work to do. But at least you'll have support. At least you'll have community. At least you'll have somebody who has your back. And so, community, you're not in this alone. And I hate that people feel like they have to figure this out on their own. Like, it drives me crazy. I think about this all the time, that we live in this society that says figure it out, but it just doesn't work. And connection, being in alignment with like-minded people, is so incredibly important. Like nothing. I think about this all the time. I get in my mentoring groups and in my own coaching, I'm in alignment with these people who see the vision. They have an idea. They can help me go to where I want to go. But the third part of it is I'm committed to it. I'm 100% committed to it. Like, people don't believe me when I tell them that I like literally on my personal development will invest every single penny. I don't even own a car, because I put all of my money back into personal development, whether it be trauma certifications or coaching or business things or whatever. Like, you have to commit to your life and to your future, because, like, you get it. Like, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to commit to better but you. I got a couple of minutes here. If anyone wants to do a little Q&A, if anyone has questions, you're more than welcome to toss some questions in here about anything. I don't care. You want to talk about, even if you want to have a conversation, you want to be in connection today, talk about what's going on in your life, you can come on here and have a chat with me. I got a few minutes, and this time's for you. Morning coffee is normally in the morning, but I had a day full of coaching clients today and spending time with my own coach, so I didn't get to do that. And I made a declaration and a bit of a promise to myself that I was going to go live for a little bit every single day. So if you want to have a back and forth here, if you want to chat with me, you're welcome to hop on. I encourage it. I would love to see you come over here and join me. So you can either hit the camera or just leave a question in there. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But I'm here for you right now. Just looking at the other feed here, because we got a couple things going. But I want to be able to answer questions if you have questions. And if you don't, that's fine too. This is your life. You are free, my friends, to do whatever it is that you want. I just want you to know that you are not alone. I just want you to know that I'm here with you. In this process, this journey, this healing thing, everything that we do, such a big part of it is about community and connection and coming together, and coming together in a way that, I believe that community is more important than anything else. Like, I think about this all the time. Like, I don't know of anything in my own healing journey. When I go back in time and I think about the most impactful moments of my life. When I think about the most impactful moments of my life, those were the moments in which I was with other people who wanted me to be successful. Think about that. Are you in connection with people right now who want you to be successful? Or are you in connection with people right now who want to pull you down, who judge you because you read the self-help book, who say enough, who say you're changing, how dare you? Who do you think you are? Because for a lot of us, that's what it is. Like, we're sitting in this situation where people who are supposed to be supporting us aren't. And so that's why I created this program. It's because I want people to understand that they're not alone. Like, you are not alone in this. You're not alone. And that's what's so great about life. So great about life, because even though today it may seem hard and difficult and like you don't have support, that doesn't have to be the future. That doesn't have to be the truth of what's next in your life, but you're willing to go all in. I ask myself every day, like, did I go all in? Did I show up for myself? Did I put myself in a position? Victoria, yes, signing up as you speak. Victoria, well, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I'm telling you, like, this program will be one of the best things that you've ever done. Like, I'm glad that you're signing up. I'm glad that you're willing to do this, because everyone who's come through this program with me, on the other side, their life is different. It's different. And that's my promise. That's my commit. And Tom says, I'm all in, signing up right now too. That's amazing. Good. I'm glad. Like, we got to support each other. We have to be here together. And in this, you're going to learn so much. You're going to learn so much because, as many of you know, I've got, like, I don't know, 20, 25 certifications. I've trained with Pete Walker and Bessel van der Kolk and Gabor Mate and an unbelievable number of people in the world. I've been in connection with some of the leaders in trauma and some of the leaders in this space. And I consider myself to be one of those people because I've dedicated the last almost decade of my life to it. And what you will learn in this course, what you will learn in the 6-week program will change your life. It's not going to make, like, I don't ever want to be dismissive of anyone who's been like, I tried a course and it sucked. Yeah, a lot of them suck, for real. So that's why I made my own, because I said, what do I need? What do I need as the way that I learn? And so every day for 6 weeks, think about this, every day for 6 weeks, you're going to get assignments, you're going to get a program, you're going to get everything. You're going to get support. You're going to get community. You're going to be in connection with me, where you're going to be able to chat and text me. You're going to get videos every day. Some of the days, like, for real, you're going to get information that will literally change your life in the moment. I believe that because I created it and I witnessed it happen with the clients who went through the process. And more so in what I'm thinking about, Victoria, I'll ask you on the spot. You can just write yes or no. You can write yes or no. I was thinking about this today. You can write yes or no. If I gave you an extra ticket, let's call it a ticket for this conversation, that's coming to mind. If I gave you an extra pass, ticket, admission for someone in your life who needs this right now, would that be beneficial? Would you give that to somebody who could use it? Because you signed up, you get to give a gift to someone. Would that be beneficial to you? You can just type yes or no in the comments. I'm very curious. Since you're signing up right now, type yes or no. Let me know what you think. If I gave you, because you're signing up so that you can build your community within this community, an extra ticket to help change someone else's life for free, I won't even charge them. Anyone in your life where you're like, I need this person, I know that they need it. Okay, done deal. I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you an extra one. Somebody's going to come into this. So basically, you just cut the cost in half for yourself because you're giving someone else a gift. You're giving someone else something that could be life-changing, right? So I'm going to give you that. And I'm going to give anybody who signs up between now and July 1st, and you all reach out, I'll contact, because I know some folks will watch it who already signed up for July, I'm going to give everyone who signed up for July an admission to bring someone from their life and their community for free into the entire 6-week program for free. That's what I'm going to do for you. Victoria, oh my gosh, thank you. You're welcome. Look, I want you guys to understand something super important about this. We cannot create change alone. Now, not only will you have support here in this community, but you're bringing your community in. Right? You're bringing your community in. So I'll figure that out. I'll get with my team over here. I'm just like making this happen on the fly. So I got to figure out the details behind that, but we're going to make that happen. Okay. We're going to make that happen because community over everything. I'm telling you right now, the most important thing, and I got a couple minutes here. The most important thing that I've ever done as a coach, as a trauma survivor, as someone who has been in this journey, is build a community around me. Because we know our parents weren't there for us, our neighbors weren't there for us, our families weren't there for us, our schools weren't there for us, our friends weren't there for us. And then suddenly we're adults and we're like, shit, I'm alone. But that's not true. That's not true. And I'm here to like do whatever it takes to change that narrative, to change that scope, to put us all in a position where we can understand that we are together in this healing process. Nobody has to go through this alone, but you do have to commit to it. You have to be willing to invest in yourself, right? You have to be willing to say, I'm going to put myself into a position to be successful, because everyone understands this. No one's just going to hand you your life. No one's just going to there's no Disney moment coming, guys. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. Ain't going to happen. There's no Disney moment. Nobody's just going to hand you your future. You have to go and take it, and you have to build it. You have to have community, connection, and commitment. And when you have those three things, your life will change. I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen it happen in my client's life. I've seen it happen in my friend's life. It happens all the time, because that means that you're showing up for yourself. You're doing a thing for you because you need it. And so when I built out this 6-week program, it's about having community. So you're going to have a community. You're going to get assigned to a community when you in this. Have I worked with adoptees? Yeah, Rhea, yes, I have. And I actually am one. My quick story, my grandmother actually adopted me when I was 12 years old. My grandmother adopted me, and she adopted another one of my brothers as well, because I was actually homeless. My mom had disappeared. I don't share this story very often, but since you ask, I'll share it with you. I was actually homeless. I was 12, and I was living in a house with no water, no power, no electricity in this blistering hot Indiana June. It was one of the hottest Junes on record, and a month had gone by. I was literally going, there's a Big Lots around the corner. You could walk to the Big Lots. It's like a Target or whatever. There's a Big Lots around the corner. I could walk there in 2 minutes, and I would go there and I would steal food to survive. And my grandmother happened to just be like, hey, I haven't seen my grandkid in like 3 weeks or a month or whatever that time was. Where is he at? And she came to the house, and yeah, I was just living no water. I was only I was showering with water from the neighbor's house, or I was going to, all kinds of stuff I don't want to get in right now. But yeah, I mean, I am an adoptee. I've worked with people who have been adopted. Many of the clients I've worked with have come from foster homes and group homes. And, I worked with people all over the map, all over the scope of that narrative of childhood. So yeah, the short answer to your question, Rhea, is yes. And so that's a big reason why I built the community aspect of this program, because I felt just as a kid. And then I felt super alone in my 20s, and I felt super alone in my 30s. And then I was like, no. I'm going to go build this community. I'm going to go make a community happen. And this is interesting. I'll share this with you guys, and this will be, I have to call it a night. I remember this moment of one of my coaches, one of my mentors saying, you got to build community. And if you want to be around people who you want to be around, you either have to pay to have a seat at the table or to serve the water. And I'll never forget that. That was just such an incredible moment in my life, because I was like, oh, that makes sense. You have to go and get it. You have to go and build that community. Rhea, wow, thank you for a bit of your story. I'm an international adoptee. Well, I get it. And you're welcome. And this is just a reinforcement that you're not alone. I have people in this program from all over the world. In June, we have people in this program someone's from South Africa, someone's from Australia, someone's from, I want to say Finland. It might be Sweden. I know those are not the same place, but I can't remember. Healing trauma is international. Healing trauma is an international movement, and we're going to come together to do it. So the next coaching session starts on July 1st. The next coaching session, July 1st, you can go to healtraumacoach.com. It is an in-depth 6-week program. It will change your life. I promise you. If you commit, you will get community and you will get connection, the 3 C's. And my promise to you is that I'll do anything in my power to make sure you get value out of that program. So my friends, I'm going to call it an evening. Thank you so much, Victoria. I will get you that bonus ticket for, I don't even know, a ticket's probably not the word. I need to think of another word for this. Right. This just happened on the fly. This is happening live as we're talking. I'm going to get you another admission for someone in your life who you know will be able to get value out of this program. So guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing evening, my friends. And until next time, be unbroken. I'll see you guys. Good night.